Have you ever risen in the morning to find your ankles puffy, your legs feeling like lead, or a profound weariness that lingers, and silently thought, well, and this is just what happens as the years go by. But what if I revealed to you that for countless individuals across the country, those early day signals aren't about age at all? They are a hushed alert that your kidneys are already under serious duress long before any ache appears, long before a doctor gives a diagnosis, and long before most people sense that something is amiss. This is a pressing matter because kidney injury doesn't arrive with a scream of sharp pain or a sudden fall. It advances stealthily, night after night, while individuals are asleep, convinced they're making all the right choices. By the time laboratory values finally shift, the harm has frequently been accumulating for years. And here is something most people are never told. And your kidneys perform their most vital restoration work while you are sleeping. Not throughout the day, not from pills or powders, but during those overnight hours when your body switches into its renewal state. This means what you choose for your evening meal can either assist your kidneys in mending themselves through the night or gradually nudge them nearer to a point of no return without you ever sensing it occur. This evening, I'm going to share with you 4 straightforward vegetables supported by genuine medical research that aid in kidney detoxification and repair as you rest. One of them is so mild that even individuals with compromised kidney function are often permitted to have it. Yet, hardly anyone discusses it, and if you overlook even one of these, it might clarify why your swelling, exhaustion, or test outcomes haven't gotten better, despite your hardest work. Please stay with me until the conclusion, because I will also uncover 3 frequent errors many older adults make at dinner time that silently negate kidney healing, and mistakes that can unravel months of healthy eating without your awareness. Correcting these could be more significant than any supplement you've ever taken. The first category of foods that silently changes the game for your kidneys is leafy green vegetables. On the surface, they appear simple, almost commonplace on a dinner plate. But inside your body, particularly at night, they execute one of the most crucial kidney protective roles we understand. As we get older, toxins from food, medications, and our surroundings start to accumulate in the bloodstream quicker than the kidneys can clear them away. When that occurs, the kidneys are compelled to filter more aggressive waste products night after night until their delicate filtration units begin to deteriorate. I've witnessed this sequence again and again. A patient once said to me, "Dr. Jason, I eat clean. I steer clear of junk food. I can't grasp why my kidneys still feel exhausted." What she didn't comprehend was that her blood was still transporting invisible chemical residues and metabolic waste that never caused direct pain but slowly inflamed her kidney filters. This is where leafy greens come into play. Vegetables like spinach, kale, and arugula are abundant in chlorophyll. That same green pigment plants used to capture sunlight behaves inside the human body like a gentle detoxifying magnet while you sleep. It attaches to harmful substances circulating in your blood, rendering them less toxic and simpler for your kidneys to remove without exertion. Medical studies have demonstrated that lowering toxin exposure to the kidney filters helps preserve nephron function, those microscopic units that decide how long your kidneys can continue operating. Leafy greens also supply potent antioxidants like vitamins A, C, and K precisely when your kidneys need them most during nighttime repair. Vitamin C assists in safeguarding the fragile blood vessels that supply the kidneys, while vitamin K plays a vital part in preventing calcium from hardening within kidney tissue, a process connected to scarring and permanent loss of function. There's another reason leafy greens are so significant for older adults' magnesium. Many seniors are deficient without realizing it. Magnesium aids the kidneys in regulating fluid balance and maintaining stable filtration pressure. When levels are low, fluid is retained, manifesting as ankle swelling or morning puffiness. Just 1 to 2 cups of lightly cooked leafy greens can deliver a substantial portion of daily magnesium requirements while also calming the nervous system and supporting more restful sleep, which indirectly boosts kidney recovery overnight. Add to that the natural fiber, which slows blood sugar spikes after dinner, and you diminish repeated stress on the kidney filters caused by sharp glucose surges, even if you are not diabetic. The crucial part is in the preparation. Light steaming for just a few minutes preserves chlorophyll and nutrients while making the greens easier to digest. Overcooking destroys the very compounds your kidneys depend on. When consumed regularly with dinner, leafy greens quietly reduce the toxic burden your kidneys confront each night, granting them the space to heal instead of constantly battling damage. But here's the aspect most people overlook. Even if you reduce toxins in the blood, your kidneys still rely on healthy blood vessels to deliver that blood safely for filtration. And that leads us to the next vegetable, one that works not in the blood itself, but in the very vessels that keep your kidneys alive. Because understanding how to detoxify is only half of the solution. And the next factor may be even more hazardous if you disregard it. Once toxins in the blood are reduced, another silent threat remains. Many people forget about the blood vessels that deliver that blood to the kidneys in the first place. You can have cleaner blood, but if the tiny vessels nourishing your kidneys are inflamed, stiff, or impaired, filtration still suffers. This is where cabbage quietly emerges as one of the most powerful vegetables for aging kidneys, especially for seniors who don't feel pain but are losing kidney function year by year. I often hear patients remark, "My lab numbers aren't awful, but I feel weaker every month." In many instances, the issue isn't sudden kidney failure. It's chronic, low-grade inflammation harming the microscopic vessels that keep kidney tissue alive. This type of inflammation doesn't cause sharp pain. It tightens vessels, gradually reduces oxygen delivery, and starves kidney filters over time. Cabbage operates gently but effectively right at this level. Both green and red cabbage contain plant compounds that soothe inflammation and protect vessel walls before permanent damage takes hold. Red cabbage, in particular, is rich in anthocyanins, the natural pigments responsible for its deep purple hue. Nutrition research has shown these compounds lower inflammatory markers in the bloodstream, enhancing circulation through delicate organs like the kidneys. Improved blood flow means smoother filtration, less scarring, and a slower functional decline. For older adults whose kidneys are far less tolerant of constant stress, this protection can make a measurable difference over time. Cabbage also provides folate, a B vitamin that plays a critical role in controlling homocysteine, a compound that rises as kidney function declines. Elevated homocysteine acts like a corrosive agent, damaging blood vessel linings and making filtration more difficult with each passing year. By helping break it down into safer forms, folate reduces a hidden source of kidney stress that most people never get tested for. Simultaneously, the vitamin K in cabbage supports proteins that prevent calcium from depositing inside kidney tissue, a process linked to scarring and irreversible loss of function. What truly sets cabbage apart is its mineral profile. Unlike many vegetables that become restricted as kidney health declines, cabbage is extremely low in potassium. This makes it one of the rare vegetables that can remain on the plate even when kidneys are already struggling. Its fiber also slows digestion at night, creating a steady, manageable flow of waste for the kidneys to filter while you sleep instead of overwhelming surges that exhaust aging filters. About 1 cup of cooked cabbage with dinner is sufficient to deliver these benefits without digestive discomfort. But even with healthier blood and protected vessels, and there is still one critical layer missing. Because kidney damage doesn't only happen in the bloodstream or the vessels, it happens inside the kidney cells themselves. And this next vegetable doesn't just reduce damage, it helps kidney cells defend themselves before injury even begins. Even when the blood is cleaner and the vessels are better protected, kidney damage can still continue silently because the most dangerous assaults often happen inside the kidney cells themselves. This is where broccoli becomes uniquely powerful. Unlike foods that simply help the kidneys clean up after damage, broccoli helps kidney cells defend themselves before injury ever takes place, which is critical as we grow older. I recall a gentleman in his early 70s who told me, "My doctor says my kidneys are stable, but every year my energy drops." What was occurring wasn't sudden failure. It was slow, invisible wear inside the cells, damage from medications, environmental toxins, and metabolic waste accumulating day after day. Broccoli contains a natural compound called sulforaphane. This compound functions like a master switch inside your cells. When sulforaphane enters kidney cells, It activates protective genes that instruct the cell to produce its own defense enzymes, the kind that neutralize harmful molecules before they can cause structural damage. And to understand why this matters, think of oxidative stress like rust forming on metal. Free radicals constantly attack the delicate structures that allow kidney filtration to happen. Over time, this rust weakens nephrons and accelerates decline. Studies from respected medical institutions have shown that sulforaphane reduces oxidative stress markers and inflammation, especially in people with declining kidney function. Seniors who consume broccoli regularly, not just occasionally, demonstrate a slower rate of kidney deterioration, suggesting that ongoing cellular protection makes a real difference over time. Broccoli becomes even more powerful when eaten with dinner because of timing. During sleep, your body shifts away from digestion and movement and into repair mode. This is when kidney cells work hardest to fix daily wear and tear. Having sulforaphane circulating in the bloodstream during these hours allows protective enzymes to stay active overnight, reinforcing the kidneys while you rest. This is why timing matters just as much as food choice, something most people never consider. There's also the gut-kidney connection. The fiber in broccoli feeds beneficial gut bacteria, which produce compounds that reduce inflammation throughout the body, including in the kidneys. Healthier gut bacteria also block toxins from entering the bloodstream in the first place. Fewer toxins absorbed means less waste for the kidneys to filter, reducing long-term strain. Broccoli also supplies kidneys to filter the same toxins again and again. Even when kidney cells are better defended, many aging kidneys still struggle for one simple reason: they're being forced to filter the same waste over and over. This repeated recycling of toxins quietly exhausts the kidneys, especially at night. That's where cauliflower becomes one of the gentlest yet most powerful allies for kidney health, and why it often surprises people when they learn how effective it truly is. I've had patients say, "I eat healthy vegetables, but I still feel drained in the morning." In many cases, the issue isn't what they're eating, it's what their body is reabsorbing. After the liver processes toxins, some waste products can slip back into the bloodstream through the digestive tract. When that happens, the kidneys are forced to filter the same toxins repeatedly, increasing strain on already weakened filters. Cauliflower helps interrupt this cycle, and its fiber acts like a natural barrier in the gut, trapping waste and guiding it out of the body instead of letting it re-enter circulation. This matters deeply for seniors because kidney reserve decreases with age. Research in nutrition and renal health shows that reducing toxin reabsorption lowers the overall workload on the kidneys and helps stabilize filtration over time. Cauliflower also provides folate, a B vitamin that supports natural detox pathways by helping convert harmful byproducts into forms that are easier for the kidneys to eliminate. When eaten with dinner, this quiet support continues through the night, exactly when your body prioritizes repair. Another reason cauliflower stands out is its mineral profile. Potassium becomes a major concern as kidney function declines, and many otherwise healthy vegetables must be limited. Cauliflower is naturally low in potassium, making it one of the safest vegetables for people with weakened kidneys, including those with more advanced concerns. At the same time, it delivers vitamin C, an antioxidant that protects kidney tissue from free radical damage that leads to scarring and permanent loss of function. Beyond the science, cauliflower is simply practical. Its mild flavor makes it easy to eat regularly without feeling restricted. It can be steamed, roasted with a small amount of olive oil, mashed as a substitute for potatoes, or riced as a lighter dinner option. Both fresh and frozen cauliflower work well, and about 1 cup cooked is enough to deliver benefits without digestive discomfort. Cooking it thoroughly improves tolerance, especially for those sensitive to cruciferous vegetables, while avoiding excessive heat preserves its protective compounds. But here's the deeper truth most people never hear. Eating the right vegetables individually helps, but the real power doesn't come from any single one. It comes from how they work together, forming a system that supports your kidneys at every stage of overnight repair. Because knowing which vegetables to eat still isn't enough if you don't understand how they combine to protect your kidneys as a whole. When you step back and look at these vegetables together, something important becomes clear: none of them work alone. And that's exactly why they're so powerful. Kidney healing, especially in older adults, is never about one miracle food. It's about creating the right conditions at the right time so the kidneys can finally stop fighting fires and start repairing themselves overnight. I often explain this to patients using a simple image. Imagine your kidneys as a nighttime repair crew. If toxins keep pouring in, if blood vessels are inflamed, if cells are under constant attack, and if waste keeps recycling back into the bloodstream, that crew never gets a break. Leafy greens help by reducing the toxic load before it reaches the kidneys. Cabbage protects the tiny blood vessels that deliver oxygen and nutrients to kidney tissue. Broccoli strengthens the kidney cells themselves, activating internal defense systems that block damage before it starts. And cauliflower lowers the workload by preventing waste from being reabsorbed and filtered again and again. Medical research on plant-rich diets consistently shows that when these mechanisms work together, several things happen quietly over time. Inflammation